All right, that one actually just ends straight up, and I don't have to end it myself. Very very cool. Anywho, I'm Cody with Ironverse Comics, bringing you the best of the Weird Space West and trying to put the frontier back into that final frontier. How are you folks doing this fine Wednesday? I'm doing pretty good, pretty good. Pumping away at the Indiegogo for Jack Irons, the Steel Cowboy issue number on GoGo right now. All kinds of good stuff. We'll be talking about that as we continue today. But first, I'm going to drop that link in. All right. I'd like to welcome Dollar Coins. Chat, thank you so very much for showing up, brother. SE Talks, another good person. Thank you so much for showing up, Talks. Talks is impressed by the intro. That is Dollar Coins and my friend working together, doing making some magic for Ironverse Comics. Really appreciate it. All right, so let's see what I can do. Oh, that's what I'm doing. That intro is a lot shorter. Usual intro. Anywho, some weird stuff today, but good stuff. Pretty stoked. I'm trying to ride a little bit of a hype train. Wolverine, that Jack's campaign, the colorist, that book are related. Variant for it. I'm super excited. And there's I don't know. It's funny. It's funny. Anywho, what I can do. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to share this video out because nobody knows we're live because I took forever to get a computer running like junk and really work at it. Well, it took a bit. It didn't really work. Was I was what maintenance software was. I mean, it got to a point. It's running good now. Like yeah, a while back I happening here. Right, I found it. Right, all right. Off, off. Guess we'll go straight to the update going on there. Let's see. I don't have it like this. Got it. Go ahead. We are, as we stand at 11.37% of our $10,000 goal. Freaking crazy we got that far. Still shaking in my very sexy cowboy boot at that goal. There's time. We'll see what we can bring you the best of that weird West. Make sure you check it out, folks. I'll be going through this again later. Probably just read it all out again. Folks can get that personal touch, but try to give as much pertinent information on everything we are trying to do. First 3 pages are also issue number 3. Should actually be getting these colored this week. Next, hopefully, I'll have at least one this week, and more will come. So you'll see a closer to final product and come into color. I might get them lettered right away. Final first 3 done. Fail. Start off with wrong foot. Consider checking it out. All kinds of good stuff. Doesn't want to freeze. Oh boy. Oh, did it load? Did it work? We're back? Back. All right. Yeah, I froze there when I was scrolling. I was trying to read. But back to that. Thank you guys for showing. I'm trying to think. I like that. I like that that variant colorist has a bit of. I kind of like. Oh well, that's just this. Taking that sitting down. That's very surprising. His comics a little bit less like that. His work speaks for him. Whatever. Very again interesting day. Yeah, you folks don't know. It's all good. Can I do? Computer's running that. I can run anything. You guys got something to watch while I'm. But these are always AMAs. If anybody has any questions about Jack campaign, whatever, always feel. Main reason I'm live right now, see, is to be accessible, folks from back the campaign or considering it. Though I know I'm not gonna. Most people who might have questions are probably not even. It is what it is. Too much to think on while I'm. My robot finally kicked in. Usually it like kicks in. Oh, it took this long to kick in. Interesting. I would like to run. I don't have too much to talk about at the moment. Not it's Wednesday, hump day. Pretty full of. We launched Monday night. Basically Tuesday. Got a lot of steam. I don't know if that steam will carry over to today. I know steam will hit again Friday. I don't know how much. No, it will. Been told a few times. Ooh, I got a highlight now. Arts and film. All right. Notice that. That's new. We're highlighted on Indiegogo. That's great. Just because I have a little bit more passive view. Also running. Bet. Gogo wants to. Yes, it is. Oh. Ba-da-da-da-da. A highlight. I apologize, but how they have this set up. Not an easy. Go to the main page. I like it. Oh, I don't know where it's highlighted, but it says it's highlighted. So I appreciate it. Whatever. Alrighty. Are there other books you want to introduce to the Ironverse other than Cactus Coyote, of course? We're starting that right now with issue number 3. In fact, I'll show you the beginning of this. That's a question. There are titles besides Jack. So there's Cactus Coyote, there's Lady Silverado, there's the Golden Monk, and Tracker Top Predator. God, I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. Any project. I don't think I am. We'll go down here. This right here. We can get our to the second stretch goal, which I'm even thinking. We will be getting preview of Tracker Top Predator by myself and Vincent Rush, issue 3. So it'll be an 8-page preview back of Jack Irons the Steel Cowboy, issue number inside the fan art gallery. This is the first page thumbnail. I'm very excited. This mini involves a Gila monster bat cyborg dragon. I really can't wait to show some folks some of the. Not till we get closer to that goal. But that's the first one besides Cactus, which we pushed. Lady Silverado, we have a little bit of concept art from Carl O'Roe on. So that's been done. It's concept art. It's got some tweaks, and of course, he bid not anywhere. I can say, here, I got a bunch of money. You want to work on this? Again, but it's the same idea. The 8-page script is sitting with Carl. Time he wants to do anything like that, it's ready to go. And Bruce Patnod is working on Jean Du, the Golden Monk. He also put forward some concept art. It's really cool. I'm really proud of that preview. Main thing I would want to do with it, get here and we somehow blow past it, would combine all the preview issues to one Ironverse anthology. Tracker Top Predator, Cactus Coyote, short that we funded ourselves last campaign. Full Monk, and you get Lady Silverado. But I'd have to be able to pay everybody for the time. So we got to get there. This is the first thing. We'll just put it in the back of Jack if we get there. But once we have the preview issues and mythology, then again, something to show to try and raise the funds again. Fund those. Um, Gold Monk has one, maybe two issues written. Cactus Coyote has a lot of issues written, so he would be the primary focus if we ended up getting that kind of bit, because he's ready to go. Cactus Coyote is set and ready. It's crazy. Dollar Coin has it. Gold and such a cool story. Oh, we got to get Q Racer done somehow. Somehow we got to get Cactus Coyote Q Racer arc done. We'll get there. Right now, trying to get Jack there. And 11% in 2 days. It's crazy. 51 backers too already. So cool. But we gotta get there. Gotta get. Let's see if I missed any. What? Stream Link? I did. Cactus a genetic modification project like Rocket Raccoon? He's both. Delacoins is 100% right. He something kind of like Rocket Raccoon, who they just found some random critter fucked with it. But he's an alien random critter instead of a raccoon. We do have the free preview manga if you're curious. It reads right to left. It's kind of we. Oh, that's the wrong link. Have the free if you're ever up for it. We have 40 pages. We have the first manga issue ready to read for you folks if you're in Cactus Coyote. It's a fun little trip. It's definitely not high level expensive work, but gets the story down. It's fun. Shows more of Ironverse in space. Coins did a great job with the art, and I did my damnedest on the lettering. I'm not a letterer. I think it came out great. It's a fun. Pages like this, try and catch me, you smug bag. Where'd I put those lotto tickets? Yeah, what I live for. Very fun. Look, check it out, folks. Gives you the. It's the best intro to Cactus. It's basically the same thing we did. I did with issue number 1, Jack Irons. Great intro to the character. What he's doing works. So check it out if you folks want. No worries, man. No rush. It's not going anywhere. Like we aren't going anywhere. If choice. All right. Uh, Just a second. Oh, that's something I can do. Doing Spice this up and give me the break to do what I need to do here. Uh, that is, of course, play some music background. Ironverse Comics soundtrack music. Just talking Cactus Coyote. We will start with the Cactus Coyote. Buy $1 coins, bots. Run that while I maybe try and show the stream a little bit more and respond to this team best way I can. That's a great question, Talks. Who is the best horseman and why is it Plague? A lot of people really lean towards Death, which they're going to be a little bit disappointed because he is the. But Plague stuff is really cool. Tracker's going to have. The world's going to be very well suited to all the horsemen. Again, they're more forces of nature, facts of life like a government, more a classic supervillain. They won. They haven't won to the point a lot of the rest of the galaxy's horsemen have, but they won as far as they beat her. If the Anu ever decided to leave, the Anu Confederation, the alien government keeps the reservation, Deadwood, running. They ever decided to pull out, or humanity swallowed famine. It's free humanity. The rest of humanity, some are mutants, serve war, some are outlaws and scrappers, and pockets of resistance that have survived Horseman territory, but that's few. Without New Deadwood, or hope we rush tonight. Fall. Plague just wants to infect everybody. He did his job already. He's just trying to figure out how to get on out of Earth. And the rest of himself. Earth Plague. Oh, baddies. That they are, dollar coin. Oh, I was putting on a song and it turned on, but it wasn't loud enough, and I was talking. I'm gonna go ahead and put that song back on again. On the Run by Cactus Coyote and Bots. I think I have the wrong version in there. I do. Don't want On the Run again. Proper mix. There we go. All right, enjoy this. I will be right back with you. Thank you so much for your patience. All right, back, folks. I lost something. I'm gonna do one more song in the background again. Sorry. This time it's the new track "Ambush at Coyote Pass" by Laguna Joy. It's the song off of our intro. All right. Thank you again so much for your patience, folks.
Yeah, looks like we got him.
Incorrect. I got him.
Well, either way, we're gonna collect this bounty. What the?
All right, back, folks. Appreciate your patience. See what I can do. Something entertaining. Computer seems to be running pretty good, so I think I'm gonna do what I did. That going for a little while. Again, thank you, SE Tonks. You've given us a couple good things to talk about. That really does help me out great. I can ramble to myself forever, but certainly not interesting as actual intro ever will. What we're doing. Waiting for something to load on. Up full. A half hour already. Right? Oh wow. More people are here than expected. No worries about keeping quiet, folks. I just appreciate you being watching and liking, subbing and sharing if you would, especially sharing. That makes a huge difference. Yesterday it made a massive difference. Biggest crowd I probably ever had. It wasn't a whole bunch. was more than I'm used to, and that was so. We're gonna try this. I'm gonna try this, and I promise it's gonna work. Apologies, folks, if it doesn't. Did this yesterday. We'll see. Oh, stream might go dead. Just warning right off the bat. Ironverse Comics. The goal is, at the end of the day, after we've told as many stories, flesh it out as possible. I want it. Oh, happened last time too. Cool. Just stay there, game. Is to get is to open it up to as many writers as possible. Do make another comic book. Main goal, however, would to eventually pass it over to the public domain. Public domain is the wolves, so you don't want to get there till you've made as much of an identity for it as possible. However, Tonks, you in particular, you do some incredible work. Wouldn't take much convincing up with a good idea. Honestly, at all. Like to see what you'd come up with. The whole Point Iron versus as many as possible. Star Trek with it, which is great. Random planet be suffering their own version of a. It's usually a single horseman. Earth is one of the rare cases where four manifested and none got strong enough to beat and get to space before the government showed up. Used humanity as a selling point. Look, we're saving this sentient species that gave the universe a way to eat and the best proteins. But anywho, yeah, we have a compendium also to help other folks coming in try and stay on core and canon. Yeah, Tonks, that'd be very, very cool. Come up with something real good. It's gonna be hard for me to say no. I want to make as much content as possible, and as long as it stays consistent, that's the big thing we're gonna try and avoid compared to modern stuff. Is want canonical, we want to kind of fit together. Nice thing is, if you want to do something really crazy, you can isolate it. Some a lot of different ways. The compendium is accessible through our Patreon, and there's also a Drive link. That's how you get to it through Patreon. I'm pretty sure it's $1 on Patreon access, but Tonks, if you're really curious, I don't mind sharing it with you. I'll shoot you that link and try and remind me if I don't right away. Boom, and then we're back to business. Yeah, we don't want to give away all our secrets to any walking around, you know. But it's different in your case. All right. Oh, now you're not going to work because I'm not. All right, here we go. Yeah, we've actually got one other artist who isn't directly related, working on something Ironverse Comics related. Hopefully, in the next couple weeks it'll show up. It's just a single page spread, um, kind of a montage spread, a character origin single page. I'm really excited to. Also, wouldn't be the first to kind of do something like that. Yeah, we'll see. Look, can't get that yet, but I'm pretty close. Don't spend too much. That's it. There's some money. I want Mox speed. Bam. Oh, it's just the upgrade. Never mind. Wouldn't have been a big deal. Alright. On with the show. Show must go on.
Move on!
So far, so good. It's running. It's running.
Just go for it!
Oh, yeah. I can't. Okay. There we go. Time-based puzzles. Oh, I kicked the barrel. It's not a bucket, it's a barrel. It's not me. Barrels. Oh. Oh, shit. Just going at the same time. How did I do that awesome? Denied. Yeah, I was totally very, very depressing. Hurry your ass up, dude. Oh, I might have done it. Damn it. Come on. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't make it. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. That was bad.
Yummy!
Oh man, I almost dead too. That's not
Yummy!
No, don't jump. Ooh, it got a lot harder. Not in the zone though. Alright.
Joe, it's time for your next trial. Hope you're warmed up, because ready or not, here I come.
Just go for it!
Come on.
Finish!
Oh wow. What car was that? Oh, it makes things go faster. Okay, I don't think I'm supposed to punch that barrel. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I don't think I'm supposed to do it. Alright, maybe I am. Oh, you know what? Aim it harder. Oh, that's okay. Figure it out. Damn puzzle get based. Oh, okay. Don't mock speed it. That wasn't gonna work. Alright. Oh fuck.
Cut!
We'll try that
Ready?
again.
Action!
Beaten by a barrel, folks. Beaten by a barrel. Grass. Yes, Joe. Nope. Well, I guess it worked. I'll take it. Alright.
Yummy! Yummy! Just go for it!
What am I supposed to go for? Oh shit. No.
Finished!
They just bail with your superpowers. Oh, that worked. Very glad that worked. Ah, that worked. Button mashing's working now that Oh god! Ah! Rock this! Like I was gonna wait for that thing. Alright, well thank you Tonk for showing up. Thank you so much. And, I'll hit you up with that link later. Again, I should remember, but you know, a lot of things in my mind at the moment. So feel free, please, anytime if you're interested in looking at it and I haven't sent it, to let me know. Oh, I know what I have to do. Damn it. I didn't do it. Is there more? How did that not do it? Is there another one I'm not like? Yeah, there's a fourth one. Okay. Oh, it just needed a little bit of light. Okay. Alright. Ate it. Oh, no. Break time. Yeah.
Move on!
Did it save, though? Hey, Laguna, how you doing, brother? I think you remember this song right here. Up track, whatever the Batmaster. Oh boy.
Dare disturb my beauty sleep! Have you not heard? This movie is already over! Captain Rin's defeated, and we are victorious!
Shows you what you know, fat brain. In movies, there has to be a plot twist. That means things always go wrong once before you get to the happy ending. Hello? Now come on. Let's get this over with.
Biff, what nonsense he speaks! Come nightfall, the ritual of sacrifice will begin in your pathetic little world will... Oopsie poopsie! Almost let the cat out of the bed there! In any case, this has nothing to do
Howdy,
with
Raghu.
regret like you. The only
Hey,
thing
welcome
I
everybody who's
do
watching.
is,
I can see chat, but I don't know how many folks are here, what's going on. So, of course,
Let's
I'm
get it
busy too.
on!
Let's see if I can take it.
Just go for it!
Oh, almost died.
Finished!
Ah, he got hit by his own thing. That was good. Kicked his ass. Good by that one.
Sorry to wake you up. You can sleep as much as you want now.
Joe wanders into the world of the movies and gallantly fights evil to rescue Sylvia. With the help of his superior strength, he is able to reign triumphant over the dastardly bad man, Charles III. Where could Sylvia be? Is she safe? Is she even alive? Intolerable anxiety tears at Joe's heart. What did they do to her?
What would be a good hero name for me? I never thought this would be so hard.
Searching for Sylvia, Joe tries to track clues as to her whereabouts. Little did he know that the clues would only lead him to more problems. The next episode is some like it red hot.
Oh, that was
See you
the
there.
first episode. Dave, that's what I want to do. Definitely what I want to do. And then I think I'm done with View. That was fun. Saved. We're done. That was fun. Yeah, I'll stop the current. That was freaking fun. How's your day going, Laguna, or anybody else in chat? Please let. Do you want to chat? Let's chat. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Nope. No movement on the campaign. Okay. Expected. Streaming, aren't we? Put on another showdown. Some looking around, chilling. Right back with you. Yeah, actually, Laguda, it's my alarm tone because it builds up real slow at the beginning, and then if I'm still not getting to it, then the electric guitar kicks in. So it works really well for a wake up. Been that way for a while now. Good one. I'm opening Discord. We're gonna see if it crashes this stream. Apologies if it does, folks. And yeah, you can hop on. This works. So far, so good. So far, so good. I don't know why Discord messes with the stream, but it does. I think it's because it's got a hook so that you can stream through Discord itself. That might be it. Oh, you're already in there. All right, well, I'm gonna join you here in a second. All right. All right. Looks like we're good. Yeah.
Can hear you.
All right, and I can hear you. Looks well, I don't know. You're gonna have to talk more.
Nothing has exploded yet.
Nothing's exploded yet. We've gone to yellow on that a little bit. I don't know if it's might be my headphone or some crackling. Oh yeah, it's gotta be my headphones because it's not you.
Okay.
As far as I can tell, it's not. Yeah, because it's not.
For round.
Yeah. Doesn't look like it's translating to the stream either, so we're good. Anywho, how you doing, brother?
Good. I was just running through my set list for the show that's coming up, and I was done, and I saw you were streaming, and I was like, oh, I'll go bother him.
That's a good idea. Definitely. I'm just putting in the time and see what can be made happen. Going well so far. 1137, 51 backers, one store backer, which was 15 comics in a batch, and getting them into a store, which is great.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Playing
I was
Go for it.
I was excited about that secret perk because I signed up early.
Yeah. Did you get it?
I went and got mine already. That was a good deal.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping. The trading card is limited. It's going to be signed, and it was free and saves you $1.
Yeah, and it just seemed like overall it was a really good deal.
Yeah, it was a pretty.
Like,
I'm hoping so.
I think with shipping it was like $15 for that whole deal.
Yeah. It would have been 15 otherwise for like the normal perk, but it wouldn't come with the trading card. You're just
That's
getting number
worth it.
3. Yeah, no, and the trading card again, it's limited, and I wanted to reward folks who went to it early. That's how I decided to do it.
Well, it was cool. It felt good to wake up to that email.
Right on. No, I'm glad that worked out. That's our top seller at the moment. Of course, most people are really stoked to hop on that for that trading card. We're still not out of them though. That perk was limited to 100, if I remember right, and don't know where we're at. I can check. I'm actually
That
up.
isn't there a perk where you can get the previous issues as well?
Well, that's the same perk. So I made it possible. So the previous issues, the only way you're getting them on this campaign is with the variant cover from variant covers. Definitely cover from Frank Martin Jr., who's doing colors on Maxie's lines. His issue of Wolverine came out today, so that's pretty cool. But
Publicity there.
yeah, so I'm trying to ride that today. I'm doing after you pick up the best at what he is, go ahead and pick up the best of the Weird Space West. Trying that out.
Nice.
Yeah. So the reason to get 1 and 2 through the campaign is mainly for those variant covers. Otherwise, people's got to be a little bit patient, and they can order them straight from Wicked's website and probably save a couple bucks and get the normal covers.
Are you only doing variant covers through this campaign?
For 1 and 2, yes, because we don't want to cross the streams.
Yeah, well, that's good incentive right there.
Yeah, it's a bit, and they're only going to be available this campaign. Also, you might have noticed there's besides the little trading card that you early sign up folks are getting, there's a higher tier, limited to 50, that'll get you a full-sized comic cover sized metal print. That'll either be a Virgin variant from Frank Martin Jr. and Maxie, or maybe something else. But I'm excited to see those too. A good, comic book sized sheet of metal with Jack on it.
It's
I think that's
awesome.
pretty
Yeah,
neat.
when I saw that perk, I had already bought mine. I was kind of like, ah,
Well, that
damn.
was well, and that other one. I mean, I'm charging for it. I wouldn't put it either.
Yeah,
I'm definitely charging for it. For they're limited, and again, we're not going to make any more. So that's my hope. I wanted to give a couple options for people who really want to support us. The further option gets you the Jack statue, which I'll hand paint out of 10. But you're paying for my statue. That's another thing that you can get through Wicked here soon enough for a lot less. If you want to paint it yourself or what. Again, try not to cross the streams.
figure's looking awesome. I like him back with the cigar or whatever in his mouth.
Interesting story is that I didn't think it made the final version of the model, but because when you're looking at the master, it's not there. But that's because the master is going to be for a mold, and he wants to make sure that the cigar doesn't break while he's making the mold or whatever. So it's going to be a tiny little piece of brass wire that he has to drill into his face. I had no idea how he was going to do it, but that's how he's going to do it. So it's there.
Interesting.
I was he definitely needed a little bit more to the face, and I'm glad we worked that out. And again, he's model 316, wonderful guy, very good talent. He about 14 steps ahead of me. Got a question. He's like, "Oh no, that's fine. You just don't know what's going on." He's be really cool
Yeah,
about answering them.
you just
Yeah,
don't know the process. This is a new thing.
yeah, exactly. So I'm asking, and yeah, so that's been good. Right now, I believe the mold, the original figure, the master figure, is curing, so it's solidifying and stuff, so he can. I think that'll be this weekend. He makes the mold out of it, and then we'll be ready, basically, to start pouring in
Exciting.
order and stuff. And we'll see when they go up on the Wicked store. And again, they're going to be much cheaper than they are through the campaign. The only reason to get it through the campaign, folks, is if you want the certificate of authenticity, I'll be signing and making up. And if you want it painted by me as a thank you, and paint it how you want to. You don't have to follow Jack's color schemes if you.
And also, you'd be like a historic help for the Jack Irons campaign.
He's not wrong there at all.
Come
That
on.
that huge chunk right there, and you also get your metal print as well, and you get everything included below from all the lower perks too. So we'll see. I'm hoping we can sell at least one of those. That would be cool. Sell all 10. That's a good quarter of our campaign. That would just. But working with what we got, and we got plenty of time. So happy to
Yeah,
work with that.
I'm excited for your numbers thus far. It seems like things are going at a good pace from my perspective, but I don't really know anything about this.
Well, it's beating the hell out of Cactus Coyote. That was 60 days to get $707 or something like that, and it took quite a bit of time. I think took all 60 days too on the first campaign to get to 2,500 on Jack 1 and 2 campaigns. So yeah, we're already doing a lot better in terms of the
Oh,
speed. I mean, 25
you
hours we
definitely
got to a grand. I'm very happy about it.
exceptional, and you're more established now, man. The train's running.
I think so. I think so. I
You
really
just
do.
got you just got to yell like 2 miles ahead at the guy. Lay some more track. We're coming.
That's the hope, man. That's the hope. So far, so good. I really do. It's just gonna be every day is gonna be different. Did make so far between last night and woke up. It's been like another $140. And again, we sold a comic store bundle, which was great. Really excited to get those because those are people who don't even follow crowdfunding, don't even any of this angle that can be
Yeah,
exposed to Jack, and that's killer.
completely new audience. Do you know where the store is?
I do not. I'm gonna ask him. I certainly will when we're shipping.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so no, it's been interesting. It's been good. It's been.
That's awesome. I'm excited for you, man. I'm excited about this campaign. I watched the other campaigns kind of more from a distance. This one I'm a little more I'm staying up with it, so I'm way more excited for this campaign. Plus, I really want to see issue 3 happen.
Oh, it's so good. Maxi, this is the
Yeah.
most excited I've seen Maxi to do an issue. The other ones, there were bits and pieces that he like, okay, why are you doing this? And then I'd explain. But this one, he's like, oh, I get it. And it's just a lot more fun this issue. It's going to get more ridiculous in the best ways possible. People won't see what we're going to do here coming, and I'm really stoked
Yeah,
about that.
good.
And Tracker is a very cool character, and I'm hoping we get that 8-page mini back of Jack, but we got to get to. It'd be killer. Vincent
Okay.
Rush has a great style. He's kind of like Greg Cupolo or Todd McFarlane in his art, and it's gonna look really
All
cool
right, so
when we get there.
so for all you folks who read issue 2, you all saw at the end the appearance of Tracker.
Yes,
Now come on,
absolutely.
don't we wanna see a mini, like, what'd you say, 8-page story?
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. I believe we spoke about the last time we were streaming together is that this H-page mini also is going to be basically letterless. I think maybe the
Yeah,
last page has like some narration box or something, and at one point he's looking at a gadget he has, and that has some writing. But
someone scream.
yeah, exactly. But besides that, it's basically all on Vince. In fact, we got the first thumbnail here. I can show folks that we actually have three pages thumbnailed out and ready to. Vince is hoping he can actually get these done pretty soon. Great, we've been trying to for a while, but things haven't lined up to get it done anyway. But this is the time. Happens on browser. There we go. And so folks are seeing this is the first page thumbnailed out for that mini. I'm hoping we get there. It's gonna get made either way. It sounds like, but if you guys want to see it printed and actually read it or view it, I guess would be the proper term. Then
Want to
we gotta get
experience
there.
it.
Yeah. Oh, experience is even better. It's got X in it. Better. Um, but yeah, it's we mentioned the incident in Tampa in issue 3, and if you want to see the incident in Tampa, get this done.
Oh,
Yeah, so Jack had
sneak
heard
peek,
what
that's
happened, but yeah,
oh, that's funny.
yeah. So he'll mention it to Tracker, and
Man,
Tracker
it
doesn't
remind
talk, but but yeah, it's
reminds me
interesting.
of, like, reading old Surfer issues and, they'll mention some event and there'll be some asterisks there and be like, "Oh, see, the Mighty Thor issue 75." I'm like, "You bastards, you know I will now."
That's the idea. We're trying to follow a lot of the cool, kind of fun engagement that the older, more established companies have been doing, and kind of forgot about here. We'll
And
see
that's
what
a
we
cool
can
thing
do.
to do.
I think so.
Story building wise, that's a cool thing. Like, oh, that thing that I heard about what happened in Tampa. And you're like, what the hell happened in Tampa?
And you get to the end, and it opens up Tampa Bay, and I believe it's Busch Gardens, so it's a big theme park that this takes place in. That something has
Oh,
decided to nest in that he needs something from, and we resolve that in 8 pages. But yeah, I'm excited just because the main antagonist is a bat, well, a Gila monster, bat winged cyborg dragon kind of creature. So I'm
I, di-
always happy
I
about
didn't
that.
know if you were gonna say what it was. Did
Uh,
you already say what it was?
I've said what it was a few different times, but
Okay.
just because it's a good hook. I mean, we're trying to keep the Western flavor. That's why it's a Gila monster. And
Yep.
and the whole plot is kind of an old school kind of plot that fantasy fans will like for this little 8 pages.
Okay.
So again, and so that's why it's got the dragon angle to it. But
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
so he's going into a dragon's horde and trying to get something, and that's the 8 pages. So I'm really excited. I again, we'll see it no matter what. Ironverse Comics is nothing but tenacious. Everything's gonna get done someday somehow. But with your folks' help, we
Love
can
it.
do it a lot quicker.
Indeed.
But yeah,
Oh,
so far
we
so
were
good.
talking about classic westerns last time,
Oh,
and I watched Unforgiven again
oh, did
this
you?
morning. I showed it. Yeah, Misty. I don't know if she had seen it, but I think maybe she'd seen it. But anyway, we watched it, and I kind of realized that how many cues Old Man Logan took from Unforgiven. Did you ever
Yeah,
read Old Man Logan?
yeah. You lent me your nothing terrible. Folks will just see my DM. All the shit talking I do. No, it's 98% fucking just keeping up with the scenes. You guys saw anything? No.
Don't show him the pictures I sent you.
Um, they just looked like MP3s to me.
Oh, that's what it was. It was songs.
It says with art, but then they're MP3s. So I think that just means that the art's attached to the song. If I was looking at it through like
Is
a
yeah, exactly.
VLC or something.
It took me
Very
forever
cool.
to try to get that ambush art on the
Yeah.
track today, but I got it done, and so that's gonna be available soon.
Right on, folks. We'll play that here in a second. In fact, let's see if I can. I'm saving that new version. I'll load it up in VLC and right away if that actually works. Cool, I can show you folks. Yeah, it's right there. Ah, that looks nice.
I'm not
I'll
a
see.
professional. I just thought, this looks pretty good.
Okay, so this is it. You folks are gonna hear it too. Yeah, I can. Cool, cool, cool. In fact, this is probably the coolest way to do this. Display capture. Boom, there it is, folks.
Boom.
Ambush at Coyote Pass. Laguna Moon, available here soon.
Yeah.
Want a taste of it? Check out our campaign video. And then while you're checking out the video, check out the campaign.
For sure, check out the campaign, folks. We gotta make Jack Iron 3 happen. I'm too invested at this point. Come on. If not for yourself or for Cody, do it for me.
There you go. See, do it for Laguna, or else he'd go cry, and nobody wants to hear him cry on Steam.
I want to read issue 3. We all do. Let's get it done.
Oh man, there's a lot of cool stuff that happens. Of course, we get our showdown that I'm setting up and set up in issue 2. That's a no-brainer. That's not a spoiler. And then we get a little bit more character development and world development. In particular, we get to see Jack and Kitty interact with the Anu Confederation on a personal level in New Deadwood. And that I really want to show you folks. Really will flesh out the world a little bit more. Yeah, they're space Confederate Nazis, so they're not the friendliest folks. And they
Sounds
pretend
like
to be
a
the
good bad
greatest
guy.
hope. Yeah, they pretend to very much like in Warhammer 40k, the Imperium of Man. They are a good force because they're the only thing keeping humanity alive, but it's the worst possible regime ever imagined. And New Confederation's a little better than that, but not much. So
Space
yeah,
Nazi Confederates doesn't sound great.
there's a few. Again, it's the only light in the galaxy that stood up to the Four Horsemen on a strong enough scale to actually provide non-horsemen places to live and grow and make your money or whatever the fuck. So they have that to them, and so they get a lot of powerful beings that want to work with them and defeat the horsemen, who are good people, but they have to work within the system they're given. The system they're given is, I'm trying to make it very awful. And so that's another angle too. But we'll see. We'll see. A lot
That
of
sounds
time.
very relatable.
That's exactly. The whole Iron Fist comics is just supposed to be a silly reflection of hey. But we'll see. Yeah, Ambush and Coyotes Pass, folks. We've been talking over it, but if you want to hear it without it, being talked over, it'll be purchasable, and you'll be supporting indie rock and roll and indie comics at the same damn time. Can't always do that.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting to do that. To join two indie
Looks like we got
groups
him.
like that. That's awesome.
I've been seeing more of it lately too.
By the way, we're gonna collect this bounty.
The guy who does Lone Wolf, and the proprietor of Gravestone Press, I believe it's his. He also does original rock and roll stuff, and it's pretty good. It's
I'll have
been
to
it's
look
been
into
neat.
that.
Yeah, I can actually link you. You guys will probably get along. He's a nice fella. I like him. Just to do punk rock and a bunch of stuff in the comics.
Oh. You say the name of the book was again? Because I remember it. It
Lone
sounds
Wolf.
familiar. Lone Wolf. Yeah, I remember seeing the tweets about it.
Yes, it's an Immortal Cherokee. Came out a little bit after I did, and it's kind of a funny overlay with him and Tracker, but it's all good. Definitely enough room for everybody. That book looks really interesting. He's also done an anthology with him from different time periods that he's lived and stuff. So it's been a pretty neat process to see. Besides doing my own stuff.
Yeah, I've just seen some of the images they've shared. Look, I've seen him like riding on a Harley and stuff.
Yeah.
Looks like maybe he's fighting zombies if I recall properly.
Yeah. Yeah. The artist was Jeff Lastly, which you really liked his fan art. Yeah, it's the one with lots on his knees and about to execute.
That one is really good.
Yeah, that's Jeff R. Lasley. He's a hillbilly painter from up in the Appalachians. Really cool guy. Does great
At
paintings,
what
like
he
horror
does.
paintings and stuff. But anywho, yeah, that's a fun piece. And he also does barrels for Wicked Publishing, which is their lobster prohibition series. Jeff also works
Oh,
on that, and it's black and white inked barrels.
that probably helps with the noir feel
I
for
think
going for
so.
that, era. That's cool.
Also saves.
Definitely.
But yeah, no, it's been good out in the Kicks late, which has been hard. Usually they do come hand in hand. The better things are, the more people are going at each other to get. uh, all right, let's see.
I guess
Dave Asenowick says the first two issues have stellar reviews across the interwebs. Yeah, which is very surprising. The worst review I got was from a fellow named Eliza Barr. He does great work. He liked the first issue. He just didn't know what to think about it. And then the second one, he called it half a good comic book, which, yeah, that hurts. But then he went on to explain why, and I get it. Um, it's not what he expected, but I think he went back to three, so I still got him. So we'll see if we could win more praise from our harshest critic with the third issue. See.
that's important, it's important to get some feedback that counters what you might want to hear.
That's it. Most people aren't brave enough to let you know you have a thought, like you or whatever, and
Yeah.
they don't want to let you down. I've had to learn that very hard. A lot of it's very hard to find honest criticism because either you're getting shit on for no reason or you're getting a thumbs up. Okay, either of those things help me grow.
We need some middle ground.
I need, why do you like this or why do you not like this? Either one
Yeah.
works. Yeah, some people just are, they'll have it in mind even. They'll know it. They just don't want to bother you. And that's okay too. Just know, folks, it is appreciated when you do. I want to know. Some people take it like shit and then it'll destroy you too. That's the thing.
Uh,
Also, is you get brave enough to actually give that honest criticism, and then the reader takes it so personally, attacks you back. Ugh. I've seen plenty of that
yeah.
actually.
And that's the tricky part too, is if you're out there publicly like this, like with what you're doing with Jack Irons, you've got to really learn not to take things personally.
Even when it is personal, just let it flow on by.
Yeah. Yeah,
Especially if it's
try not to
personal,
take it to
honestly.
heart.
Yeah, exactly. It's just there's a lot of different kinds of people out. Some of them are just looking for a fight all the time. You don't have to fight them. They'll find somebody else quick enough if you won't. Any movement? No move. All right. I'm just glad Discord didn't crash the stream. Yesterday I was talking with Dollar Cole. Discord was as soon as I was streaming without Discord, the whole thing was. I don't know what any of the issues are with this thing. It's lumbering along. It's working. As long as I keep, it'll hobble until it can be replaced.
Next funding is for your computer.
Actually, that's stretch goal one. It gets me
Is it?
paid. Yeah, stretch goal one for this at I believe 12.5. Say, look
That sounds attainable.
at 12.5. Yes, at 12.5, we'll actually commission an exclusive pinup, which I know the guy I want to do it, and it's going to be an expensive pinup, but you guys will be blown away because it's gorgeous. If we can, and it won't be reprinted again. It'll be an exclusive pinup for this campaign. So the most we'll do to reprint it is like throw it inside a book, sell it action or what. But that's way down the line. And then I get a payday. So whatever's left after I commission that place. But we'll see. We'll see.
Gotta get that payday, man. It's hard to get a payday independently like this, but you got some great people, you got great supporters, so I have faith.
Oh no, that's crazy. I do too. And we got time. That's it. Sure, it says 33 days, but we could still extend another 5, I believe. We had to. Um, I don't know. We'll see. Lots of chances. We haven't gone by a Friday yet, so a lot of people aren't even paid or have any money. A lot of people went to see Sonic this weekend. That's where the money, went. And yeah,
Yep.
so we gotta wait till Friday. We'll see what
You
happens
know, I
Friday.
I didn't go see Sonic. I want to, but I haven't yet.
I've heard it's better than the. It could have been. They could have caved in and done what was necessary to please fans, and it still could have been a shit movie. But it wasn't.
Yeah.
People are from what I've seen, satisfied. Some people love the hell out of it, but most everybody's like, yeah, that's a
I've
fun kids movie.
I've heard I've heard nothing but good things, so I'm definitely gonna check that out.
Yeah, me too. It's one of the few times too that they fucking postponed it for like 6 months, and let's do it right. The executives fucking listened. That's so fucking
It's
rare.
it's strange. It's a weird thing. I don't know, if it's a sign of if it's a good sign of things to come or a bad sign of things to come.
Well, they've been pushing so hard by not listening. I think this is the pendulum swinging the other way, which of course it's not great. You don't want the pendulum to go too far either. But as long as we can
Yeah.
kind of keep towards the middle, back and forth, I think we'll be good art.
I don't know how hard of a concept this is to grasp of just give the people make Sonic look like Sonic.
It was the
That's day
executives.
one.
They
That
thought
should
kids and normal people couldn't relate to him by the friendly, design that sold Sonic. They don't think that would work. So they went
there
ahead
should
and
have
gave him
been
human teeth and creepy ass eyes and
should have
made him
been
made a
no
monster.
discussion.
I mean, they could have made a perfect
There should have been no
horror
discussion at
movie
all.
out of that old design. It would have
What
made a
some
hell of
would
a horror
argue
movie.
that first trailer was a perfect horror movie.
Exactly. It was a great horror movie monster. But it wasn't Sonic the Hedgehog who's going to have to play off of Jim Carrey. No. So I'm glad, that's one of the few times. With Birds of Prey, they did the opposite. They didn't want to make it look like Harlequin or any of the costumes really, and really wanted to go super, this is a girl's movie. And that didn't work out too well for them, and now they've changed their name. Now it's Harley
I
Quinn
haven't
and the Birds of Prey.
I
Uh,
haven't seen that one either, so
and a lot of
I haven't
people
been in the
like it, a lot
theater
of
in a
people
while.
don't like it. So I don't know which way it is, but I'm sure it's a fun movie. I just don't know if it's was necessary for.
And I think in general, there's kind of a comic book movie fatigue that's starting to happen.
Yeah, and DC always has a hard time. I mean, Wonder Woman was the start of their rise back since like Batman Begins, the Nolan trilogy. And then we got, Wonder Woman. That was great. And then we got
Yeah.
BVS, which was not so great. Or no, we got BVS first, and then we got Wonder Woman, and then we
Oh
got
man.
well, what was after that? Was that Justice League after Wonder Woman? And that wasn't that great.
I
And
don't
then we
I do
got
I think it was
Aquaman, and Aquaman was pretty damn
I don't
good.
know, but there's a
And
Aquaman
then
was good.
yeah, and then we got Shazam, and Shazam was pretty damn. But yeah, Suicide
Laughing
Squad
because
was not great, but it wasn't terrible. Oh, it was eh.
there's a you're killing me because there's a Steel Panther song called BVS.
So there's a lot of other things going in your head, huh?
So immediately I just went on a whole different track there. He kind of lost me.
That's all right. We were talking how unlucky DC has been. Aquaman and Shazam did real good. I think Wonder Woman 2 is probably going to be. And what they
Definitely gonna
got
go see
Robert.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I think they got Robert Pattinson as the Bat now, and they just revealed that suit and such. And eh,
I didn't see it. I've heard, people. There's always controversy with
yeah.
these sort of things. People take it very seriously.
Well, since Ben Affleck, I'm kind of like, you know what? I don't care anymore. Let's just see the results because I liked Ben. He did a good job.
Yeah,
It's
I was
just
against him at first,
yep.
but
So
I've
was
changed
I.
my mind.
So was I.
I
And
owe
he
Ben Affleck an apology.
so do I. He did pretty goddamn good.
Listening, Ben.
And being
I'm sorry,
Batman,
Ben.
being Batman actually did break him. So that's why he didn't come back for the Batman because they kept putting more and more weight on him as a creative force. They're gonna have him write it, and then they were gonna direct it and star in it. And he went into rehab for alcoholism after Batman versus Superman. He had just been out
And this
for Justice League. So yeah, he was done. He was done trying to be the
let's hope all the best for Ben Affleck in his recovery.
exactly. I'm curious what he's up to next. I doubt he's gonna try and get anywhere near this kind of work. Acting, yes, but this kind of big budget popcorn movie.
It's tough, man. It's that kind of thing has broken a lot of people, and these days with the studio pressures and whatnot, it's a lot of great creative talents have been broken.
Oh, and another movie I forgot that did really good was Joker. Joker did amazing. It won, didn't it win the Oscar for the film of the year or whatever?
I don't think it won Best Picture. I know he
Okay,
won Best Actor.
that was it. That was a crazy, freaking crazy.
That one I went and saw in the theater, and that one just solid movie.
Yeah, that just happened to take the name Joker.
Yeah, and that's what I think was like its strong point. It
Yeah,
was just a good movie, and also it happens to be a Joker movie.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. With strong point. Try too hard, push it too hard.
Felt very
Into
real.
into it. Yeah, yeah. They wanted to do the grit. They wanted to break a person down and make a Joker.
They've been trying to do that hardcore, gritty, dark theme ever since it worked for Chris Nolan.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people would say that it's been kind of their failing, but for this one, they didn't they didn't grind it in too hard, and it just felt real, and it felt like a dude who was struggling and eventually just broke.
Yep. It's a great Joker story. But
It's plausible.
yeah, then that's the interest there. I can see why they didn't push forward with the Suicide Squad. Leto, very glad they with Leto. He could have been all right maybe, but that whole redesign, Suicide Squad, and the whole bit that never really clicked with me. Margot Robbie as Harley's real cool. It was a great casting. Hope in Birds of Prey it works all right, but it's all over the place. And again, it's controversy. Everybody's got the fatigue, or they're fighting for it because a female oriented. Of
And I
course, we
think
need more
one
of.
people aren't talking about the fact that a lot of the DC movies have just been misses, and people aren't really ready to go to the theater. You spend that money on, the flip of a coin.
In fact,
People want to.
most of the reason I think people went into the Jokers because the mainstream was like, "Oh, you shouldn't go see this. You're gonna get people killed. This is the real people. Real incels are gonna go in and see this and be brazen, and they're gonna go shoot up theaters and all that." Just, oh god, that was the
I
marketing
didn't
leading
hear
up
any
to
of
that.
that.
Yeah, no, that was the
I didn't
marketing
hear
for
any.
like since it was announced in the first trailer. That was pushed for so long, that narrative, and then opening weekend nothing happens. They just
Well,
kind of like, oh, quiet, and then they
there
really got pissed when it was for Oscar nomination stuff. They're like, what the fuck, this is the worst thing ever.
well, there are some people with their ear to the ground when it comes to this kind of controversy and stuff, and I'm the
Yeah,
dude with his head in a hole.
that's a good place to put it in relation to this
And
stuff, because what's gonna
oh,
happen is
there's a
gonna
new
happen
Joker
anyway.
movie.
Oh,
Let's go see it.
that's the way, man.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's this is a serious thing. A lot of it's a big deal. This people getting shot, and it's
Yeah.
it's a big deal. It's very serious. But I can't let my life be ruled by fear. The movie I
Yeah,
want to see.
exactly. Well, I mean, what was it? It was The Dark Knight is when that happened last.
Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah. Oh, was it Rises? It wasn't the
Because I
one with
remember,
Joker.
I
I
remember
thought
we
it
we went
was.
and saw
Okay.
it after the shooting. We went and saw it.
Huh. Alrighty. Yeah, I really thought that was. I thought it was the one with the Joker, but no, it was one. That's a trip. just symbolically. But yeah, yeah, it's a weird world right now. Again, it was showing. What was it? They're putting Sonic, Alita. I forgot what other two where people have listened to the fans and delivered something that people actually want. Oh wow. Joker, I think one of them, and then last one. But that movie studios are kind of fracturing into camps. People who want to make money off of what they're doing, and the people who put forward ideas don't care too much about the money, but definitely want to make it. not not the way they're gonna be able.
Think the formula for success with these type of movies is just be true to the characters and don't pander to any audience. Just be true to the characters because those are the stories that have worked over the years. Those are what have made the characters great and loved and why they've lasted this long and just do something, just do it. Just do it right. Do right by the characters and I think you'll be successful.
That's what happened. That's why Marvel did so damn well. Captain America, Iron Man, and all of them were so comic accurate. Yet they left room for the energy that Disney needed to make it work that way.
But when
Levity.
an important subject, maybe you want to discuss it a little bit for movie.
Yeah.
I'll be happy once we get that. Then I'll be happy.
Oh, that was people really trying. They're still pushing real hard for that Judge Dredd sequel. I'm really hoping somebody listens eventually. I know
For a
Carl.
sequel?
Yeah, Carl Urban's been open for it forever. Um, just because of the cult classic status on it. That's one of the other ones that came out of nowhere, did the character fucking perfectly, and
He's so good.
it's so good. It's so good. And really hoping. It's been pretty neat. We've been getting a lot of content, and some of it's a lot better than others. And definitely the nerddom for like the last 20 years. Definitely been working towards mainstream, and part of the problem too.
Yeah, exactly. I
Old
was just
school
gonna say
nerds and new school nerds have different desires. Can't
and
always please both camps.
maybe sell a character like Judge Dredd to people who aren't familiar with him, aren't, fans of the character,
Yeah. I mean, I
right?
don't. You can't change. I mean, Stallone's Judge Dredd it changed a little bit just because they couldn't keep the mask on all the time because they're paying Stallone. You want his face. Um,
I like
but
that one too.
yeah, and that was a lot of fun. And it's just it still has his serious tone, but it's a little bit more emotional than you see Dredd. Dredd's very cold. I don't think he was as cold as Urban's portrayal. Urban,
And I think
yeah. Go ahead.
what the Stallone Judge Dredd did, right? And but people might argue against this, but the comedy
Oh, I was going
with Rob Schneider.
Snyder did great. No, that was a great bit, and then seeing him in the plane, he's sitting right next to him. It was good.
Yeah,
The whole
in
cannibal
the
bit, the cannibal without Rob, the whole cannibal scenes without Schneider would have been pretty bad, and you wouldn't be able to take that family. I forgot what they were called. Whatever they were.
can't remember.
Yeah, you couldn't have taken them the same way if there wasn't that levity there that they had as evil bad guys, but that also Rob's like, yeah, yeah, take him down. Yeah, just leave me
And
here, bro.
the first batch of like dreads that I've read because they're, the old magazine prints,
Yeah,
they're all very satirical.
yeah, makes sense. British, they, 1984 had just, started to feel like it was really happening.
So I think the comedy and kind of like making fun a little bit in the Stallone version was well advised.
Yeah, I think so too. I saw a page today. Somebody was talking about the humor. Uh, it's dreads in the same. It's a one page panel. It's one page panel. No, it's three panels on one page. Judge Dredd's in the same position, same scowl he always has in each panel. But there's a female judge who's like, I know you love me. We can stay together. We can do this together. We can make it together. She's kind of holding on to him. Second panel, she kisses him. Third panel, unlawful carnal unlawful carnal oh god was it it's not touch but it's a word like touch
Contact.
contact. Yeah, it was unlawful carnal contact with a judge, 6 months. Shit like that. Just straight face, he doesn't move when she's kissing him or anything. So Judge Dredd does have that comedy to it for sure, no
Use the
question.
law.
Yeah,
You broke the law! I am the law!
I am the law. Oh, what was that?
Drop
Effective up to
your
300
weapons.
yards. Get up. Love that shit the first time he shows up. And he
What are
looked good
you
in the
doing,
mask.
Judge Hershey?
That's it. Waiting for
I
backup.
can't remember what he. It's like they are firing such and such
Yeah.
weapons, which have an effect at 300 meters. The effective range is 200 meters. What are you doing, Hershey?
Waiting for backup. I am the backup.
See, it's here.
Yeah, that's it. It's here. Then they just
It's so
stored
good.
it. It was so good. Judge Dredd is a great underrated character. Really is. Just like Hellboy, there's only a couple handfuls of those characters that really made it as comic characters and basically superheroes outside of Marvel and DC. And I'm always happy to see that. Hellboy, Dredd, uh, God, I can't even think of too many more. It's how rare it is. Basically anybody from Image, Spawn. Spawn's a big one. I'm still
Yeah.
kind of curious how that's going to come out with Jamie Foxx. Could be really good.
Keep playing him. Is that a confirmed thing?
Yeah, as far as I know. Last I
Okay.
heard, but it's been a couple months.
Awesome. Well, he's great, so
Oh,
that'll
he
be
could be
awesome.
great as Spawn, especially nowadays that they have better CGI, and I don't think they'll be as corny as the other Spawn movie, which is still a lot of people really don't like it, but it's another one of those corny superhero flicks I can watch. It's entertaining. It's an
Love
action
that
film.
movie. It's cheeseball at points, but come on, it's so good.
Violator was really well portrayed. For sure
Leguizamo
that.
killed it.
Yeah, Violator was great.
Wow.
But yeah, let me see how long we've been going. I think it's close to dinner here where we are, so I might have to deal with that. Doll Coins had a sick face a while back. I saw. I didn't mention. I don't know what that means.
I think it might have been when we were talking about Sonic,
Oh, that could be it. I have no
if
idea.
I'm not wrong.
Well, we're just gonna go with that. That's the story that's gonna go on the books and history books and the legend. Um, Anywho, folks, I'm Cody Fernandez with Ironverse Comics. This has been Laguna Munta. Make sure you guys go ahead and support indie rock and roll. Look up Laguna Munta, find his debut album, Plugs Out, on what's the preferred platforms you'd like them to pick it up on?
iTunes is the best if you buy the tracks. That's how I actually make some money off of it. So if you're gonna do that, that's the best way for me, and it's much appreciated.
So yep, snag it off iTunes. Please do. It's a great album. You're not going to find high quality, original rock and roll like that almost anywhere else. And
You know what else you got to do?
what?
You got to go on to Indiegogo and support Jack Irons issue number 3, folks. Let's get this done. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be great. We got to get this done. Let's make it happen, people.
$10 entry fee for issue number 3 if you had already backed for number 1 and 2 last campaign. And you'll be getting a pinup, a holographic sticker, and of course the digital and some killer extras with the digital. If you had signed up for the emails, you can get the same package, but you'll be getting an exclusive little gift from myself signed, which we spoke about earlier. And anything else, a complete package will involve variant covers by Extreme Pro Talent, which I am just still blown away I get to work with. Anywho, folks, thank you so much. I might be back later tonight. I do not know. But I will catch you on that old rusty Ironverse Comics trail. Folks, take care. Thank you so
Thanks
much,
for letting me
Laguna, for
barge
joining me.
in.
Yep, exactly. Thank you so much. Like I said last time, open invite, brother. All right. Take care, folks.